Hi everyone, I'm Ms Josie, the art teacher of upper primary at the Sultan school, and I'm very excited to show you some of the amazing artworks that year 4, 5 and 6 have created this year. So without further ado, let me show you around. So let's start here talking about the art eco project Save Our Seas that we did collaboratively in lower primary art and upper primary art. The project was about trying to raise awareness of ocean pollution, and what we did was to create a collaborative virtual piece of art where each student had a tile square that they had to create a collage out of using recycled or unwanted waste materials from around the home. This was the result for upper primary, which was this wonderful collage of a very bright and colourful fish. Even though at the time students were accessing this project virtually online, the final art result brought the students together as one and gave them a strong sense of working together as a team. Heading over now to this corner of the exhibition, you will see a large board including a range of wonderful student artworks focusing on perspective drawing. In art and design, perspective is a key skill that every student should aim to grasp early on, not only to improve their drawing ability, but also to strengthen their understanding of perspective as a basis that could lead them into further design and technology or even engineering projects. In terms of our planning, we've tried to incorporate that this year. The Print and Stitch project incorporated elements of printing and also some textiles, and the final result was a lovely amalgamation of this stitching, printing and a little bit of graphics involved as well. And the room, we go into the next room here and you can see a range of interesting boards. This board incorporates some works of Year 5 who looked at the artist Claude Monet and his style of art. In this project, students learnt how to replicate Monet's art in 2D and then developed one of his water lilies into a 3D functional tea light holder made from salt dough. Students were also introduced how to draw the 3D design in plan view and also isometric view as another opportunity to embed technical drawing skills. The Papercraft Project was a really lovely one that enabled students to get more dexterous with their hands and more practical. We had a look at the artist Yulia Brodskia, took inspiration from her work, and the students applied it in their own imaginative and creative way. Here we have a lovely interesting board by Year 4 about Wassily Kandinsky, and again salt dough was used as it was an accessible material for the students to make at home, as not everyone had clay to hand. The students took inspiration by one of Wassily Kandinsky's artworks and incorporated those patterns and shapes and colours into their very own salt dough relief. This board on the right hand side here was a board all about Georgia O'Keeffe, and the students in Year 5 were looking at still life drawings, and in particular this particular lesson was all about creating soft pastel drawings which were beautifully done by the students, and they had a great time doing it. And then I'm just trying to navigate around to show everybody the really interesting Futurism car project that we did with Year 4. This consisted of a range of different drawings where the students had a look at the art movement of Futurism and tried to replicate that using a mixed range of art medias, oil pastels, coloured pencils, and they also had a look at design development and were encouraged to note about their ideas about perhaps what future cars in the future would look like. This was very insightful and a very exciting project for the students, as it really gave them that liberation of creative freedom. Going back to Year 5 here, we have some Pointillism still life drawings where the students were encouraged to draw still lifes of a piece of fruit or vegetable, and here we have a collection of some photoshopped fruits all put onto one interesting board. Here we have a lovely collection of pop art inspired self-portraits produced by lower primary and upper primary art students. These were inspired by the artist Andy Warhol, and they guarantee to entice a fun and playful feeling to this exhibition. I hope you have enjoyed looking at some of our creative and inspiring art and design projects produced by Year 4, 5 and 6. Please do take your time to enjoy the rest of our student school art exhibition.